Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Caught in Two Minds podcast.
Meanwhile, Xhaka weaves his way through. What a start this has been.
Yo!
What's up?
What's going on? Arsenal with a chance to move up the table against Palace. A London derby at the Emirates. And a boring 0-0 draw. What do you got?
I mean, we haven't beat them in 4 games, right? So, I mean, I guess we shouldn't have expected to beat them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What'd
you think about the lineup?
Oh, please. I mean, I got to assume what was our last game? Saturday?
I think so, yeah.
So we should I would think that everybody should be pretty rested and ready to go for a Thursday game.
Yeah. No, it was plus he did some squad rotations on that game too. So
yeah. So I understood Tierney was hurt, so Maitland-Niles is out there. Maitland-Niles had his worst game.
Woo.
Probably his worst game I've seen him play in the Arsenal shirt. So maybe that handicaps us. Although, like I said, I'd still be starting Cedric over Bellerin, but Bellerin's out there too. Okay. Xhaka's out there. Abba's out there.
Laka, Abba, Saka, Laka. Sorry.
I mean,
yeah.
But hey, man, I'm trying to hold it back and stuff and trying to be a professional guy, and I just got to tell you how much I can't stand Xhaka. I can't stand him, and everybody's gonna rip me one for this because they think he had a wonderful game, and let me make it clear, it's not that his effort lacks, it's that he's just not that good. Beautiful passes at times, but you know what? At the end of the day, nothing is made of him. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Because he can move the ball along, and then people act like, well, look what Xhaka did. But you know what? If you take him out of the lineup, we're not going with 10 men. Somebody replaces him. So if you're going to tell me that El Nini can't move the ball along like Xhaka or Ceballos, and we know, I wish Partake was ready. I guess he wasn't, even though I was under the impression he was ready to roll.
I mean, yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like the things that they give him credit for are kind of just basic things that his position's supposed to do. Receive balls and move it on. It's not rocket science what he's doing out there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this was I know what you're saying. A lot of people are saying it's probably his best game, but I wouldn't, it's just typical, he made a couple forward passes today and he got back on defense on a few occasions, but all in all, my whole thing with him is just, there's no athletic ability there, and when he has an opportunity to shoot, he doesn't do it. And that's probably, like I always say, that's the only thing he really does well. Is take a shot from outside the box, but other than that, I'm.
So even on the play when he got back, and everybody went on Twitter and praised him for wow, good job, Xhaka. But I want you to stop and think for a second. If slow ass Xhaka could get back to make that defensive play, then anybody that replaces him on our squad would have got back to make that play. Right. So I mean, yes, it was good that he did it, but don't act like a replacement couldn't have done what he did.
You can't. I think people were like me; they were just shocked that he got back.
Yes. So, that's more what I felt like. Wow, that was Xhaka that got back. Wow.
Right, But I mean, yeah, he's.
They had him down for 6 tackles in the game. Let's be honest, like at least 3 or 4 of them were because he gave the ball away, and then he desperately stuck a toe out to just like knock it away from somebody. I guess that's good, but why does he lunge and reach out for balls? Because he's slow. He's slow. Let's be honest, people.
What
we have on our hands here, it's a slow defensive midfielder that is giving it his all. It's just not that good. It's not that good. His all is not that good.
He's going forward with what we want to do with this club and our aspirations. I mean, he can't, can't be a part of that.
Yeah. I mean, I raised on Twitter at one point because
I'm not trying to be a dick,
one of those situations we talked about a couple weeks ago. The ball got muffled up, and somehow we came out of it. And the outlet pass went to Xhaka. And
he turned. Yeah, I saw that.
He immediately turned back around and passed it back to Leno.
And I think
this is our time to counter.
Right.
We have numbers.
Especially against a team like Crystal Palace, that's going to sit back, keep it real tight, be organized, and just try to squeeze the life out of the game. And, if you're a Palace fan, you might be time to move on from Roy. He's a good manager, but you guys got some firepower up front. I mean, not with Benteke, but
hey man,
Ezzy.
I watched Benteke play today, and I was like,
not worried.
Thank God we never did go get him, man.
I had no ounce of fear that he was going to score a goal today, unless it was like a corner or a set piece. But the run of play, I was not worried about it at all. But as far as that Ezzy dude, what's his name? Who was supposed to come to our team? Zaha. I mean, he's all right. He's just like a Pepe, just an upgraded Pepe. Like he's a Pepe with a better footballing brain. Yeah, that's about it. Like he kind of gets it.
Well, you know how Vardy's style is kind of like he's not going to dribble around you, but he'll run a lane. If the pass is there, then he's deadly. Right. I think that's how Zaha is, because when I see him, I've said this always about him too. Like when they were rumoring him, I felt weird, like not really thinking he was going to be a good fit because I don't know, man. He's not that swift with the ball. Like, he's going to try to kind of power by you, but I mean, that takes good passes and things on the money to happen.
Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, back to Maitland-Niles. He, that versatility is coming back to haunt him, I think, in this situation. But he did show glimpses throughout the game where you're like, okay, see, look at this guy. Yeah. He can move, he can dribble, he can do some things. But when you're not getting a consistent run of games, and then you're playing on the left side of the pitch when you're right-footed, it's bound to happen. So we need to figure that out. We sold Kolasinac. And we've given, he had his opportunity today and it didn't work out for him. But all in all,
I mean, of all the places that they slide him around to, I mean, that's probably the least desirable position to be putting him in. Right. I think he's a better right back. I think he's a better CDM.
Higher up the pitch if you're going to play him on the left side, like they did, I think, in the FA Cup final. He was in the midfield on that left side, and because you could tell he wants to be aggressive and he wants to do things. And at left back, that's not really the position to be doing that. You know what I mean? Like he needs to be higher up the pitch. What'd you think about Abba and his performance?
Dude, it's just
he doesn't care anymore, right?
I mean, it's almost like now, like he's kind of like responding to like the criticism some. Right. So he gives it a go a couple times to make it look like I'm hustling. But then I see several times when I'm watching him on the sideline.
Yeah, there's a lot of
lollygagging.
There's some occasions throughout the game where he's just kind of, doing his Ozil impression,
Yeah.
Xhaka looks tired, run down.
Xhaka had a rough go at it today a little bit.
He didn't make a lot of mistakes.
We were not great with our touch, like, our first touches and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just one of those games where, we didn't create a lot of chances at all.
Yeah.
And that kind of takes me back pre-winning streak,
Yeah.
All the shit I was saying about we just not creating no chances. Smith Rowe, we really couldn't get him the ball. But I blame a lot of that. You go off on Xhaka for other things. I go off on Xhaka for missing that, trying to spot that pass. If you're going to get, like, he'll gamble on the Hollywood ball that's, 30 yards away across the pitch. He'll gamble on that one.
Yes.
But he won't gamble on. You saw Partey immediately come in the game and do it with the stanky leg. Pass it straight ahead, get it to Smith Rowe in that little pocket so that maybe he can do something, or slip it to Laka when he comes in. But Xhaka really doesn't try to.
Came in and played with an energy immediately.
Right. But he's making that pass that we need when we can't, when we can't get it out wide or a team is tight. You need somebody in that little pocket to do something, do a 1-2, go by somebody. But anyway, Xhaka never looks for that little pass.
Listen, if you're a good long passer, like you said, like, he will try to go for the Hollywood pass from about midfield on.
Right.
But if he's deeper on the pitch, he won't take it. But you know what? That's the pass that's less risky.
Yeah, that's
the pass that gives you more room for error.
Collapses the defense.
Swing it up there and let Abba run it down. Like, just go for it, dude.
Do something. Yeah. We have but yeah, it was just one of those games. But that's a Roy Hodgson type result, Not really try to do shit, even though they created probably the better chances in the game. But all in all, they wanted to keep it tight, pack it in.
Yeah.
And, if they could get a free kick and maybe get Benteke on the end of it, fine. But other than that, they're happy with this bullshit, shitty ass, awful display of
dreadful football.
I started looking up Instagram booty models and shit. Like 10 minutes left of the game. I'm scrolling my feed,
trying to crack the code. Right.
Trying to find inspiration, But
hey, looking at the screen, like, I wonder if she would just sit here and watch Arsenal games with me. I wonder.
No, that's not really my style. Okay. Yeah. DM me. Now, what else? So
I also wanted to point out
yeah, go ahead. You said you had a lot on you said you had a lot on your mind.
The style of passing that I'm speaking of with Xhaka is the same thing Luis does.
Oh, don't even get me started.
It just stops. If the ball goes to Luis, he's gonna stop. He's gonna look.
Hollywood pass.
He's gonna try to wave somebody on a run and try to just stop it, dude. Just move the ball on and let's go.
Right. And if we, how about we just keep it for a while? Since they're not pressing us?
Yeah, we gave the ball away a lot.
Why make
in the first half?
Why make the Hollywood pass? Why try to be fancy? Just keep the ball. And keep the ball and pass it quicker. One touch pass, move, slowly build up, probe. Do it that way.
Does it?
But
Holding dances out there with it. I see him. He's got a little rhythm. He taps it, sets it up, and passes it on.
Right.
Move the ball. Let's go.
We got to pass the ball quicker from the back if we're gonna break a team down that's playing the way Palace is playing. And we don't do that. We get it. We lollygag and then we lump the ball up top, or Luis does. And you're right about that. He's,
well, because what I was thinking too is you were talking about Maitland-Niles making some of those runs every once in a while. Very few balls actually going up to him when he's doing it.
Yes.
But there was a handful of times I saw Luis get it on his side, and Maitland-Niles is standing by himself, and he knows how fast Maitland-Niles is.
Right.
Send it up there, dude. Let's go.
And you want to make that pass so you can show off.
Yeah.
So do it.
Yeah.
When the opportunity presents itself, that's when you do it, not just for the hell of it. And you said you like Bellerin and his booty shorts. Is that what you were saying,
dude? Oh God, I'm so glad somebody pointed it out today. I saw on Twitter somebody said, "I'm so done with Bellerin, this goddamn model, for fuck's sakes."
It was it FSS or did they spell out for fuck's sake?
They did the FFS.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm a bilingual, Twitter
No, you got
talk, and yeah.
No, thigh tattoo.
I mean, I started thinking before the game when I saw us lined up when we came out to Eminem.
Oh yeah,
we came out to Lose Yourself,
Yeah.
Tried to get all fired up, and then I looked at Bellerin. I was like, oh, they're cute. Look, but I think he wears his short shorts to show off that tattoo. That's what that's about.
What did he? What? Yeah, no, he probably does because I mean he frail, dude.
Yeah,
he looks frail. He looks
I
like
looked
a
at all
little
the
boy
other
out there.
teammates down the line. Everybody's wearing like a bigger short because it's more comfortable. It's just more comfortable, and I'm loose.
But I mean, he's highlighting the fact that he's tiny. He's like a waif. One of those models back in the day, waif models. Like, what's her name?
They called him Heroin Chic.
Right. He's heroin chic. Seriously. He's tiny.
Yeah.
And Izzy Kizzy Wizzy clowned him a couple times off the dribble, but yeah, nobody. People talk about, oh yeah, some people are thinking about getting Bellerin, and somebody might sign. Nobody's signing Bellerin, dude. Just like nobody's coming in for Pepe. We're stuck with him.
Hey,
lest we take a hit.
Lest we take. What you're looking at.
Lest we take a hit. You know what I mean? But we're stuck with both of those.
I took a quick poll on. You remember Pepe's shot at the end of the game?
Yeah.
The ball bounced out of the box a little bit, and Pepe jumped on it, and it was like, okay, he definitely can take a shot. And I took a poll. How many people think that he was going to put it on target? It came back 0.6. 0.6% of the people thought he would put it on target. 99% of the people watching that game knew that ball was not going on target. No way. Yeah. Like, he kicked it into the 25th row. If
we were up 4-0, he would have scored it. No problem.
Yeah. 4-0 against Rapid Vienna. He would have put that away.
It. And the people that are still down with Pepe, those are like the same people that are still down with Trump. You know what I mean? They make excuses.
Out of touch.
They keep making excuses for him. And it's just like,
yeah,
I'm just watching the games.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the games.
Yeah. I don't even play the number game like y'all. But if you want me to, I'll go pull the numbers, man. Like,
I mean, I get it.
There's no production coming out of that.
Yeah. And when you don't even get excited when you see him. In a game like today, too, where you needed his ability to dribble. Like, he's dribbling, now it's just now he's just taking on 3 people and losing the ball. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, pass the ball, man.
Hey, wouldn't it be embarrassing? It'd be embarrassing for me. I'd be telling my PR firm to take all that shit down, okay? I just take it down because I can't really,
His Instagram and all that?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I still haven't checked it out. I don't even follow these fools, but I'm doing a podcast about it. I don't, you know what I mean? I just watch the games, and I root for Arsenal. Oh gosh, look at that. I have to get on Twitter and kind of try to promote the podcast, but even that's bullshit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fools are all serious. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, you damn right. I got three accounts. Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's just hilarious how fools get caught up. I watch the game and I talk shit with my friend. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what this podcast is about. What's going on?
Welcome, everybody.
You got fools that are online, and every chance they get, they make fun of Tottenham. It's like,
I know, dude.
Like,
my favorite. It's 11:53, and Tottenham still hasn't won a trophy.
Right, but we've won trophies, and we've had a better history than them. But like right now, presently,
yeah,
I mean, why are you talking shit about them? Like,
I know, right?
we're a joke.
Yeah.
You know, we're still trying to get our shit together too.
Right.
You know? It's not about
it's like when I was watching that Ohio State cornerback trying to guard Dante Jackson or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
That receiver.
Yeah.
You know, hey, he got burnt 12 times, and then he made a tackle behind the line once and celebrated. I was wow.
Right.
Okay, man. I guess.
I didn't even watch that game. I'm done with all of it.
Yeah.
All of it. I'm done with all. Fools are talking about a civil war. How are we going to have a civil war when the NFL playoffs are on?
Yeah.
Like, we should at least wait till baseball season, right? Like, you know what I mean? Oh gosh, everybody's afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
It's the playoffs.
Which one of the games? Tennessee had the game with 23,000 people in it.
They said, yeah, but
like 11,000 of them were at that Trump rally too.
Oh yeah,
they could have just went in there and rounded them up.
Yeah, it's a mess. Now there's all kind of fools at the Capitol sleeping and shit. Soldiers, the National Guard. Oh gosh. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Hey, it only took like 3 days, man. It only took like 3 days for the GOP to come back with. Today they came right out to shoot, fighting hard, talking about why. Let's just forget it. Like, come on. Oh, come on.
You're gonna drive a wedge. You know what I mean? Like you're dividing the country. Oh, really? You don't get the fuck out of
it. You know, how come you get to call that? I thought the attack on our Capitol was the wedge. I thought that was the wedge.
If you don't get the fuck out of my face, they should just start stabbing those fools. Oh, wait. Scratch that last part.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's a mess. This country's a mess. Arsenal's a mess. Look, we just won what, 3 in a row?
Well, unbeaten in the last 4.
And I'm talking about we're a mess now.
And another clean sheet somehow, but you know, I don't know. I don't think Crystal Palace's chances were necessary.
Chelsea,
like
Brighton.
They kind of stumbled on those chances anyway. I mean, they were legitimate, and Leno saved the day twice at least.
Yeah, I think we can chalk this one up as to just one of those games. You know, the team does look tired. You know,
yeah, it's weird though, right?
And
it's like the longest break they've had between games in like a month.
Yeah, no, and I was just gonna say, and he's been rotating.
Yeah, and he's been rotating
because we had played the FA Cup last game, and like Smith Rowe, Xhaka, all those fools came off the bench late. So
yeah,
you know, it's just one of those games. But he's got to know when you're going up against Roy Hodgson and his style of play, it's got to be a no holds barred. You gotta just be on the front foot, going at him. You can't be lollygagging on the ball, and we just didn't do that today. And like you said, it looks like a lot of players, the touch was off. Laka couldn't really. Laka wasn't
get the ball into positions at times, but a lot of times the touch failed us, or that first pass trying to get it into the box failed us, or something.
You know what else I was noticing? Laka wasn't coming as deep as he usually was.
I did notice that
for the link up play to Good start point. Something that way. I didn't see that a lot throughout the game, and I think Aubameyang out on that left. You know, if he was just a little more aggressive, then maybe he could have got something going. But I think they really they made an effort to put a stop to Xhaka on that right.
Yeah.
Even Smith Rowe. But I thought Abba had room to kind of do something, make something happen. And, you know, he's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I got my money.
I mean, Smith Rowe was moving around nicely, trying to find pockets and stuff like that.
He was.
Like you said, though, it was Roy Hodgson ball. So, I mean, things were kind of tight in there. And
when you see Smith Rowe, sometimes throughout the game, they get a good camera angle and you can see more of the pitch. He's constantly making those little runs and trying to get that ball sent through him. But Xhaka.
I remember one moment where he had he kind of got involved on the right side.
Mhm.
And then the ball got shifted over, and just a few seconds later, like he was over there receiving the ball from Xhaka or something. And I was like, damn, the kid he's running all over, man. Like,
Yeah. And you look at the team, and I mean, you just think about the players that we have. There's nothing we could have done different. Yeah, that's the sad part, I think.
Yeah.
There's no, like, you would think Pepe would be that spark off the bench, but who else could we have brought in for that spark?
Nelson.
Reese, that poor bastard never gets an opportunity. Yeah.
Like nothing that important,
Yeah.
He won't play, I don't know.
He doesn't trust him for some reason. But
I tell you what, man, Arsenal should face, some of the things that they always said about the last 5, 6, 7 years of Mourinho. Defense first. Keep it tight, lock it in. Until, Mourinho was like that too, until he had his players.
Right. He just
wasn't going to go forward. We're not going forward.
Yeah, he's still like that.
And he's still kind of like that.
Right.
Yeah.
He just
actually perfected it with Son and fucking Kane now.
He's just got better play. He's got Kane can come deep and get that ball and spring it out wide to Son
or Bergwijn on the other side.
Right. But yeah, it's still.
So I think Arteta, just until he feels like he's got his guys that
players,
can do some of the things that he wants them to do, we're socking it in. We're not going to go too hard.
And I'm okay with that. It's just that we do have better attacking players.
Yeah.
But like you said, we don't have the we don't have that dynamic player in the midfield behind Smith Rowe to do something. I mean, it looks like Partey is going to be that guy. Ooh. He came in, he looked good. He made some passes forward. He's aggressive. I was checking him out today. He's a big dude out there too.
He's wide.
Yeah, he's just
just.
The one dude on Crystal Palace was playing with a mask on. Kouyaté. Really? Yeah, he had a mask. Oh no, that was his beard. Kouyaté. I was like, how is he playing with that mask? He had a
camouflage. That's what it was.
He had a black mask on his face, but he's sick. He was able to play through it.
Right. Good for him and stuff.
Yeah. What am I trying to say? It looked like he had some war paint on. But he didn't. He's just a dark guy. No big deal. I'm black. Yeah. I'm black. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. I thought he had war paint on. That's all.
You get tricked sometimes,
And a mask. But even Xhaka looked at Kenya. Even Xhaka looked at Kouyaté and was like, "Damn, he dark. He dark."
Who's playing? Who plays next to Partey? I mean, what'd you think about Ceballos?
He did all right. He made a few good passes, but he looks slow, man. We need an athlete. We need some speed.
Hell yeah, I know.
He's slow. He's slow. Yeah. Bellerin is slow now. Shit. Maitland now, you're right. I remember a few weeks ago, you're like,
blazing.
He's a better athlete than he might be quicker than Bellerin, and I had some pushback on that, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
Bellerin lost 2 steps. He's about 20 pounds too light for this day and age, for the modern game. And he's just not. He just hasn't progressed into being that player you like Tierney. Yeah. Tierney's a modern day fullback.
Yeah.
And
I mean, at one point the announcer brought it up and was like, "Hey, they're really working that. Zaha is over there, kind of working that left side a lot." That was in the first half when he said that, I was like, "Of course." He sees Bellerin and he's like, I could physically dominate that guy.
Physically dominate him. I could punk this kid. And you see that a lot. And I think that brain, Xhaka's got to come back and try to help, and that might take a little bit of this game. But anyway, hey, forget all that. Have you heard anything about the transfer market? We're not buying anybody, right?
I don't believe any of it. I haven't heard anything that sounded hella serious.
Okay. Yeah, I don't.
2 biggest names are Buendia, that's playing down in the Championship League for Norwich.
No, he's a solid little football player. He's pretty good.
They say he's creative and good.
Right.
And
I just remember him last year when
the other guy is Brandt, which I know the name, but I don't think I've really watched him play much.
Julian Brand or something like that. German. Yeah. We see how Germans are playing in the, newly acquired Germans playing in the Premiership. Just ask Chelsea how that's going. It's not going too well.
Yeah, right.
Evidently it's a culture shock. Where Pep's like, see, I told you it's different. But I don't think we're buying anybody.
Oh, actually, you know what? There was a late entry last week in the transfer talk market. Rumored once again for the 9th year, Julian Draxler. Draxler was come on, man.
He's like 28, 29 now. We don't need to sign another player like that. Like I said, we need to go ahead and announce it. We're rebuilding. This is a total reconstruction job we're bringing in, young players who are on the cusp of doing something. And we need to phase out some of these older players. Like, if I had known Aubameyang was going to come in this year and just shit all over himself and not give a shit, then, maybe we shouldn't have signed him to that contract, because I mean, come on. This isn't good. He's not having a good year. He's not having a good year, and it doesn't look like he really gives a shit, no matter what he says. Like I said, I'm not on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but I don't give a fuck about Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like he's, gives, like, you see Lacazette.
He's just,
Even when Lacazette was struggling, you could tell he was like, almost trying too hard.
Yeah.
Whereas you don't really get that from Aubameyang. So
what you're missing from not following some of the players is, you get some of that good old wholesome banter between the guys in the locker room and things like that.
Right.
And I'll tell you this about Aubameyang. His performances haven't taken a smile off his face yet. He's still just be in the locker room laughing and clowning with all the boys and just enjoying life. And I'm not saying like you got to be a miserable fuck.
Right.
But I know some top class players that probably don't enjoy life much when they're on a bad spell.
Right.
When they're on a bad spell or they're not getting time or they're not playing regularly, they're pissed. And I bet you don't find videos of them just posing for pictures and laughing with the boys.
Grab ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing
which
grab.
has always been kind of an Arsenal thing. Like,
right.
That's the culture of Arsenal, is that all the players, it's a great place to play for.
You sound like Roy Keane right now, but you're absolutely right. There's a lot of grab ass. Giggling. Let's take a shower. Huh?
Yeah.
What do you guys say?
Yeah.
But, just so anyway, we're stuck with him now. We paid him a huge contract. He's 30, 31, whatever it is. So it's just that
we paying him those Ozil wages, right?
I think so. $350K
for like 3 years, huh?
Yeah.
Or what was it, only 2?
I don't know. I'm just,
I mean, you could just see how this is going to play out, right? Like, they couldn't get rid of him if they wanted because his wages are so expensive.
Right.
So then we just drag it out until he's just finally gone.
I just hope and pray he can find some form. And if he can find some form and we buy a player that can play next to Partey, we might be able to do some things, but the way we're playing, it's just slow and boring. Like, it's tough to watch Arsenal play.
Yeah.
It's a lot of these games. Like I said, I was looking up booty models on Instagram with 10 minutes to go. Just scrolling my feed. Like, oh wow, look at her. She's doing squats.
Folks, that's not the only time you'll find him looking up booty models, okay?
Look, she's doing squats. She's a fitness girl. She's doing squats. Look at her. Look at her go.
And yoga. Look at her.
She's,
she's a double threat.
Look, she's got a cat. She's got a new cat. Look at it. Oh, wow. Oh wow, she bought a dog. I hate when they buy cats and shit. Come on. Come on, you're an inspiration. But anyway, enough is enough. We play on Monday. We got Newcastle again.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get back on track. This was we had a chance to move up. Let's see. We could have moved up to like 9th or 8th, been equal with, but so we're on 24 points, sitting 11th. Got Newcastle next, so we'll see.
How many total games have we played?
This was our 18th game.
Oh wow, still 20 games to go. All right.
How many games we got left?
Well, we played 38 total, unless they shortened the season. Did they shorten the season when they started?
No. I just couldn't do math. No,
Oh.
28? What?
They call me the mathematician, so
Some of us do.
I'll always solve the problem.
Some of your crew's like, it's basic math. Anyway, shout out to the homie. Anyway. All right, well, that's it. I got nothing else. That was an awful game. We'll see how it goes next week. Fitty, you want to end with anything, or
Nah, man, just
you went off on Xhaka.
I went off on Xhaka. I'm telling you, if he's never on the team sheet again, that's okay with me. But I'm not gonna act like he can't contribute. But man, y'all got to stop being in love with him, man. Stop it, dude.
It's his haircut.
You're not reasonable when you're assessing what he's doing out there on the pitch.
Any game now, he's gonna get a dumbass red card and flip everybody off.
Yeah,
that's all I'm waiting on. But other than that, he's just that's what type of player he is.
At that moment, I want everybody to remember what happened the 20 seconds before that red card. It'll be the fact that he gave a ball away, lunged out at somebody, the guy took exception to him, and he's gonna try to choke him or something, like that's how it goes when you're like not a great athlete. I know I'm not a great athlete,
right?
Never have been, and I always took my lashes when
right.
Fools were like, man, how come you didn't get back there? I couldn't, dog. I just couldn't get back there.
I tried. Right, but you gotta use your head in those situations, and that's why I think he misses the ball.
I can always rebound. I was,
right,
bring it down.
I was a tremendous athlete. You couldn't tell by looking at me, but anyway, I got nothing.
That's nothing, it, man. I just moving on. 0-0 tie on a game we didn't play well. I'll take it, man. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I'm not really expecting, I want to see the team play better going forward. And I was tricked into thinking that that's where we were headed. But today, told me.
I mean, I know I put a lot of hopes on Martinelli, dude, but I'm just telling you, we're a different squad when he's healthy and can play.
That's what was missing, him and Tierney. And so hopefully we get those guys back. I don't know when Martinelli's going to be back. They said it wasn't that bad, but we'll see. Anyway, this game showed me calm down, just ride out this season.
Yeah.
Even if they won't come out and say, hey, we're rebuilding, we're getting ready for the future.
Right.
That's where we're at. Hopefully we get that midfielder that can play next to Partake, and who knows? We'll see. And on that note, I'm going to say, whatever. Everybody knows what to do, dude.
Hey, find us where you find your shit. Also go to YouTube. You can watch us on YouTube if you want to see a couple of clowns just, shooting the shit.
Having a good time. Subscribe, rate, and review. Anyway, peace.
Peace.
Twisting, turning. That's a penalty, is it? No, he's still going. Oh, how about that? How about that?
Thank you for tuning into Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes to subscribe, rate, and review. All feedback is much appreciated. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcasts, at Guna Rush, and at eMarshall Comedy. The music of this podcast is brought to you by Statics. If you like what you hear, please head on over to staticsmusic.com and be sure to follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.